Happy Friday. Let me just fix this light here. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to StudentLoanJustice.org. My name is Alan Collins. We are Student Loan Justice. We are the oldest, largest, first and only true grassroots group, just normal people fighting for student loan justice. That means two things. Number one, it means the return of bankruptcy protections to student loans. That's the most important thing, and I can get into that later if you want me to. Number two, it means the cancellation of all federally owned student loans by executive order. That concept actually started on this group. We were thrilled that we started the petition that ignited that whole public debate. And here we are on the precipice of possibly an actual student loan cancellation by executive order. We're extremely unimpressed to the point of insulted by the student loan cancellation that we've seen from Biden. It's a gimmick. It's a trick. It won't help the worst hurt. But that all did start on this group. So we have a few things to be proud of. If you're new to the group, welcome. We're glad that you found us. Please spread the word about this group. We don't have a marketing department. We don't have any kind of a budget really to speak of, except just enough to literally keep our lights and our internet and our phone on and stuff like that. And my living expenses. But spread the word about this group, guys. We're the real deal. We don't do deals with bad guys. We don't have any secret little agenda. We're fighting for those two things. We're fighting only and absolutely for the borrowers. And the second thing, loan cancellation, it's not going to happen meaningfully until we get the first thing, bankruptcy rights restored. Whether you would ever or never file does not matter. We've got to get the leverage of bankruptcy returned. So I've got a couple of announcements. First, I should say, we're going to need donations next week, guys. We're going to need to raise about $800 next week, which is by our metrics, by our standards, quite a lot. So if you appreciate all that we're doing, please just donate so I can shut up about it. I hate fundraising, guys. I'm no good at it. Second of all, and this is the big news, we are killing it in the media right now. Today, there was a major feature in Newsweek magazine about student loan borrowers who are not going to resume paying on their student loans. And I'm thrilled that our research finally got top billing, where we showed conclusively that even before the pandemic, nearly three out of five borrowers were not making payments on their student loans. That's going to go up probably to around 80%, 75%. Within 4 months after them turning these loans back on, and that's going to happen, we're going to see a non-payment rate of around 80% is my best guess. Possibly higher, maybe a lot higher. So we're thrilled that we saw this article come out today. I'm even more thrilled at the strong quotes that we saw from the people who were interviewed, people like our own Jackie Abron and John Connor and Christina Williams and Tanisha. And read it for yourself, I think. And maybe I'll do a quick screenshot. I want to just share a couple of it with you. Oops. Okay. So here's the screenshot. So these quotes are just super strong, guys. I could not be more thrilled. I will not give them 1 more cent, Jackie says. What else? She said, the illegal lending scam is over, and I'm fighting until we see bankruptcy rights restored. That's the first paragraph of the article. I love that. So they mentioned very early in the article the research that I just mentioned. And that's the most important thing. I mean, as far as changing the zeitgeist goes, it's kind of the most important thing. When people realize how failed this lending program was, even before the pandemic, that really changes things for the better for us. Getting the truth out has always been the most difficult thing for us. So I'm thrilled to see that. We have a failed lending program on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Lending systems fail from time to time, and I think that came out through think that was made pretty clear by that statistic right there. Jackie also says, if all 45 million borrowers respected themselves enough to fight, we wouldn't have this problem solved. She added, I won't let the corrupt government inflict stress or worry about their failed lending scam. Enough is enough. We should stand together. Well, hallelujah, Jackie. I could not agree more. John Connors had a very strong one. I'm just going to take you through it quickly. He says, and this is maybe one of the strongest comments as far as what Joe Sixpack Reader will get out of it. He says, although I'm concerned about the consequences of not making payments, I'm more concerned about making payments on an illegitimate loan that only goes up in the amount I owe, even when payments are made. Good. And that tells the tale. 85% of all student loan borrowers are seeing their loan balances increase, often despite paying through the nose. Christina Williams says, I have just a degree that wasn't worth the price on any level. The loans have been bought and sold, traded so many times. I was too trusting, too gullible. Tanisha's in a really deep spot. She says, I have medical debt I'm still trying to pay off, and currently I pay mine to my son's health insurance out of pocket. I also recently started a new job where I won't earn full pay until after my initial 4-month no employee evaluation period. I'm worried I will have to go into forbearance again, and currently just hoping God makes a miracle happen. And she says, I just want to be able to continue working to help people as a speech pathologist without having to pay for it for the rest of my life. So the headline itself is quite strong, guys. We're taking a lot of, and by the way, you all should really appreciate the fact that all these people, Jackie, everybody, John, Christina, Teresa, the fact that they're willing to go and publicly speak out like this, that takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of courage. And it puts a bullseye on our back, our group, our members, etc. And so I hope that you appreciate that fact. These people are, I wouldn't say they're maybe a hero, might be a strong word, but these people deserve your respect. And I think more than anything, instead of a pat on the back, I think most of them would agree. They would much rather that you help us fight, because these are your loans and this is your battle. And if you're new to the group, I'd say go to our website, do a month worth of our daily actions. It's the least that you can do. So I'm going to look for your question. And by the way, we've got a ton of more interviews coming out very soon. I'm going to go on national television next week. I'll say more about it later. We've got 3, 4, 5 other interview requests from major media. If you look up and down on our Facebook group, so that's facebook.com/groups/SLJ group. You can find our Facebook group if you're watching us on YouTube or Twitter. We need you in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to get very ugly. The number one goal of the bad guys, the student loan collection industry, the debt collection industry, is to see these loans turned back on and the right of bankruptcy remaining gone from the loans. That's about to happen, guys. Like, if we fight really hard, we can get bankruptcy returned to these loans before they turn the loans back on. But that's going to take a huge, way more people on our group. And we've got 1.4 million people on our group, guys, but that's meaningless unless and until you help us fight. So going to our website, doing a month worth of our daily actions would be maybe the first thing you should do. They're very quick, by the way. It's like Twitter stuff. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to look for your comments and questions just really quickly. There's no guarantee that I can actually see them. But if I can, I will get through as many as possible. But I hope you guys are stoked. I hope you guys are thrilled. The battle is just starting now, guys. It's an info war. And 95% of the media is against us, ladies and gentlemen. And the propaganda and the nonsense and the paid shills and all the just disgusting nonsense that the media has become today is going to be leveraged against us, guys. We know our opposition well, and our opposition fights tooth and nail in the media. They control much or most of the media. So this is our battle. And we don't have, like I said, we don't have $1 million laying around. We don't have a staff. We don't have a marketing department. We don't have any of those things to fight them on their own terms with. What we do have are people. That's the only thing we have. And quite frankly, that's the only thing that we need. If even 10% of the people on our group were doing our daily actions, that would be 140,000 people a day, overwhelming the switchboards, the telephones in Washington, D.C., overwhelming the Twitter accounts of everybody who we target, and we do. Like I said, most of our daily actions are Twitter stuff. We have a massively strong muscle to flex right now, right here, today. But that only matters when you help. Don't think that anybody else on this group is going to pull your weight for you. That never happens. We've been doing this for 18 very long years, guys. I don't want to be doing it for a 19th year. I want to be done. I'm a defaulted student loan borrower, by the way. I fight only and absolutely for student loan borrowers. And I hope the truth of what I'm saying is somehow resounding, echoing, registering in your brain right now, because this is no bullshit, guys. This is your battle, and we will lose it if you don't help us fight it. That's always been true. Don't be a wallflower. In fact, if you don't plan on helping us, just get off our group now. Let's at least be honest about it. We don't want you here. You're bad karma. We need fighters on this group. We need fighters like John and Christina and Jackie and everybody else. So take that to heart, guys. I don't know what else I could say. I would get on my knees and beg if I thought it would make any difference, but you got to get off your ass. Don't wait and watch and worry. That's exactly what our opposition wants you to do. And by the way, some of the other student advocacy groups, they actually are the opposition, guys. They're making money off of this scam by roping their members into loan rehabilitation, into loan consolidation. They don't want to solve this problem. They're making too much money to solve this problem, to want to solve this problem. There's a lot of AstroTurf out there, guys. This group, I can guarantee you 1,000,000%, and look around, we are not AstroTurf. We tell the truth. So don't allow yourself to be played by the fucking plastic fake, oh, cancel student loan crowd. It's just ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. And, whichever way that Supreme Court case goes, if they approve this cancellation, I kind of think they will, actually, and I can get into that as well. The other groups, they're going to be kissing and crying and clinking the champagne glasses. And they're going to be saying, yeah, we did it. Well, yeah, they're going to be claiming all the credit for it too, and all this and that and the other thing. It's not a win. It's not a win for us, guys. In fact, I would almost rather the Supreme Court didn't approve that cancellation, because when they approve the cancellation, that's all we will ever get. The lending system will roll on, the loans will be turned back on, and they'll be like, oh, you want bankruptcy rights returned? Hey, we just gave you a huge loan cancellation, $10,000. Go fuck yourself. We're not doing anything for you people. And then we will be served like sheep to the fucking slaughter, to the student loan machine. And it's going to get very ugly. Most people won't pay, but it will get very ugly. I'm telling everybody right now, bulletproof yourselves. Bulletproof yourself. If you're like the 80% of people or more who are not going to pay, you better bulletproof yourself. And more than that, you better help us fight like you've never fought before for the return of bankruptcy rights to these loans. It's the only thing that we're going to get out of this Congress, particularly with the Republicans in the House. We're firstly a nonpartisan group, by the way. We hate the Republicans. We hate the Democrats. The Democrats betrayed us last session, and they know they did. It's a uniparty thing, guys, and I hope that you can understand that. So, So I'm seeing your comments now. Oh, looks like we have quite a few. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through them all. Christina Winton says, here today, willing to be interviewed and writing more op-ed articles. Can't wait to get more done for all of us. Yes, Christina and Lisa in Arizona got a really good op-ed published in the AZ Central, I believe, earlier this week. We've been all over the news over the past couple of weeks, guys. We've gotten a ton of op-eds and letters to the editor published to places like the San Francisco Chronicle. We were on TV in Houston last week. As I said, we're going to be on national TV next week. We're blowing up, guys. We're kicking ass. And I hope that you can appreciate that fact. But more than that, we're not here for your entertainment, guys. So I'm not going to belabor the point. So yeah, guys, I think I've got a little overtime. I'm trying to keep my live streams really short, but if I missed any of your questions or comments, I do apologize. I will get to them offline after fact. But ladies and gentlemen, we are on the verge, guys. This thing could go either way. It could go either way. This group right here, not the other groups, this group, believe it or not, is the tip of the spear, tip of the spear in this fight. We are the thought leaders in this whole thing. And this group is way more important than you might think. I know it doesn't look like it, but it actually is. Google us over the past 18 years and see what we've done, see what we've gotten accomplished and everything. I'm telling you, it's true. Tell everybody you know about this group. We need them here fighting with us. So take that to heart. I'll be back on Sunday night. Get ready for this coming week, guys. It's going to be a barn burner. We're going to need you. We're going to need you manning the ramparts, as they say. This is a battle. This is your battle. These are your loans. And we need you in this fight. And everybody with student loans needs you in this fight. And if they can do to other loans what they've done to student loans, and they can, if we let them, they will. And we will become a conquered and enslaved state. So the stakes are actually extremely high, guys. And this is the place where you need to be if you actually want to solve this problem. So, all right, guys, I'll see you all on Sunday. Stay tuned. Good luck. God bless. And Godspeed, everyone.